It's official, guys. WhiteMoney is the strongest housemate, while Beatrice is the weak link. You're welcome back to my channel. It is always wonderful to have you here while we go into deep slices and juicy squeezes of the BBNaija season 6 Shine Your Eyes show. And today it's getting hotter as the competition is finally kicking off. I mean, after yesterday's wonderful, crazy, wild truth or dare. Of course, if you haven't seen that, click on the link above, below, somewhere around in the beginning or the end of the video so you could see my full reaction to all the smooshes and douches and all the touching and nipple sucking that happened in the BBNaija show last night.
What is this now? We should have
Guys, the day had been all a roller coaster of, tensions on how Maria and Pere, who were the wild cards, are going to decide on who was going to be up for elimination today. But of course, key points and key moments of today's own show was the fact that Cross had to speak to Sammy to rethink his love interest and relationship with Angel. Of course, he was the first person to give the jab to their relationship after he said he was going to kill her when he was asked the truth question. I mean, who does that? But of course, she gave her jab back and she then flirted with every other guy she saw fit. And of course, remember the kiss with Sega. Ooh, daddy, don't you dare.
9. That's what I'm talking about. 8. 7. 8. 6.
Also, following the intense, French deep, crazy kiss that Yousef gave Liquor Rose yesterday night, he further revealed to some of the housemates, especially WhiteMoney, that he actually came to the BBNaija show to find love. And of course, WhiteMoney decided to joke about it. He was like, okay, so if you did not find love here, you cannot find love. You didn't find love. Like, I was laughing. I was thrown off balance because I'm like, WhiteMoney, must you always just throw these jabs? Like, it was crazy and it was beautiful. Of course, he there revealed that he really had so much strong love interest in Liquor Rose. And of course, we could see it in the ways he has been looking at her. Like, boy is always staring at the girl. And well, we don't know if that ship is going. We had to go further to Cross and WhiteMoney. Cross confronted WhiteMoney saying that since he knew or had the strongest intuition that Maria and Pere were the wild cards, why didn't he mention it? And WhiteMoney was like, he didn't want to impress his own notion to other people and make it seem somehow and all that. The moment we were waiting for finally came through as the head of house game kicked off, and today, of course, Boma gave the strongest energy and he won the first male head of house of the BBNaija season 6 Shine Your Eyes show. And he then chose Jackie B to be his deputy, of which a lot of people clapped. He was looking at the big booty and all the shit. But that's okay. We're here for all the drama you want to cause, because tonight I cannot wait for what's going to go up around the wee hours of the day. Before the head of house selected his deputy, the final vote for who were the 4 people to be up for elimination this week on the first elimination that will actually go through kicked off as Maria and Pere were called into the diary room by Big Brother. Maria was first called to the diary room where she, of course, was so tense. Like, literally, you could see the emotions. She was shedding tears as, like, girl, I was like, okay, just hold up. What's happening? It's a game. So why are you crying after you confronted people that you're direct and all that? But of course, these were the people she nominated. She nominated Beatrice, WhiteMoney, J. Paul, and Yarins.
Yanis.
And of of course, we had Pere called into the diary room, and he was all confident and shit as he got into the diary room and relaxed on the chair. And then he was asked the same question, that he would choose 4 people to be up for eliminations this week. And there was something that I noticed. He asked the same question as Maria. You know, Big Brother is not showing us everything that is actually happening in the BBNaija house. Some of them are left for the reunion show and all that. The question Pere asked Big Brother was, can I choose any gender, or the number of genders are equal? That was the same question Maria asked Big Brother. And he was acting all emotional and shit, you know. And then he chose literally the same people. There was only one difference. He did not pick J. Paul. Do you get? Instead, he replaced that with Nee. This begs the question that, did these two not really plan this, or were just being held up behind the scenes? Because Big Brother has shown us his color with what happened in the last reunion, where we discovered that Dorothy gave Bright a BJ, meaning they don't show us everything. So indeed, I believe that Maria and Pere planned this shit, like no cap. Especially, first off, Beatrice that they chose is like the weakest link, and I'll be disappointed in Beatrice if she gets evicted, because first off, she looks like someone who is very promising, but she's been holding back so much. But when it comes to WhiteMoney is the biggest competition. He's the strongest competition to anybody in the house so far. So of course, Maria and Pere are just planning to eliminate the stronghold so they could get their way. And having their way is referred to the fact that they want to make sure that they would be the strongest, the strongest members of the housemates till the end. That's what they're planning to do. And y'all could see the fact that they're like doing some coupling and shipping kind of thing, like they're always around each other, you know, loving up on each other. And of course, I'm not like hating, but don't you come here and tell me that you don't see the signs that they planned it together. Secondly, I need to add this. Did you notice that after everything, after Beaumont selected Jackie B as his head of house and then said he was going to replace J. Paul's eviction nomination with Yousef, Maria and Pere went into the room and they were crying, and people were coming for condolence visits. You know, somebody died, so let us now.
It's okay.
Please cut the crap, baby. We know what you're playing. And Maria was just lying down on the bed, covering herself with the red duvet. Her eyes were shaking. I'm like, girl, what you planning? Come on, just cut all the shit. Let's get right into the real game. You guys are planning to backstab and hurt everybody, and that's what we want you to do. Pere was now crying. I'm like, isn't this the same Pere that was speaking against WhiteMoney? You had inner information, you had shit. I have this experience of what you're playing from my days in the US military, all the yada 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 9 yards. I'm like, come on, that's crazy. Secondly, I feel it is a big insult to the BBNaija enterprise and, you know, franchise when you see that WhiteMoney had exclusive information. Are you trying to tell us that some of the housemates now have access into exclusive details? Come on.
Everybody, I don't want. Man, I like things being organized. All this, you know, go work for me, man.
And of course, finally, Boma decided to, you know, take up his head of house duties upon his head, and he was talking about how he doesn't like noise and shit, just trying to prove a point. They had like a family meeting of how to be clean and shit. Everybody needed to wash their plates after eating, and of course, Jackie B was following suit, talking to people, relating and trying to be all nice. But y'all did not notice what I noticed. Did you notice that Angel gave Jackie B a mouth-to-mouth kiss in the kitchen? Yes, I said it. Like, I have exclusive video and I'm showing you right about now.
I got you.
Now guys, if you're new to my channel, don't you dare forget to subscribe, click on the bell button beside for notification on every post I make. Don't forget to like this video, share comments down below, and also share this video. See you on the next one.